On this episode, it's time to outfit my Peterbilt with cold weather gear. I encounter a pickup truck that needs a jump start and face challenges like ice-covered lights. It's an icy saga you won't want to miss. Well, it's time for another trip north. I'm gonna hop in my Peterbilt. I've got everything I need for this trip north. The weather forecast is saying it's pretty gnarly. We're about to go through some pretty bad weather. It's priority and mandatory for us to keep going. And that's the thing about trucking in Alaska. If we stop moving and bringing freight to Prudhoe Bay, the oil field will be on hold. Time to go get in the truck. So I'm gonna be heading north to Prudhoe Bay. You can never really tell from down here in Fairbanks what the weather's gonna be like in Prudhoe. It's 500 miles away. This is any indication. We're gonna be running into some snow. Gotta keep her fed. Fuel first. Trailer's airing up. Time to do our pre-trip. If you watched my last video, I had a brake release valve that was jammed on one of my outputs here on this tanker. Looks like they fixed it. Always get a visual on your fifth wheel. You can check the pin out front, but it's not always an indication. It's really best to go get a visual and make sure that the jaws are locked. Because I'm going into that blow, I'm gonna put my weather stuff on here in town on my truck before I ever leave the yard. That way it's ready for me and I can just flip it up and over and cover her up. So I've got two forms of equipment that I'm gonna put on here to protect my truck from the weather that I'm gonna be running into. One, my grill cover. Two, my air filter covers. So this is what it will look like when I'm driving through that blow. Same goes for this grill cover. I want to have as much airflow when it's warmer down here. This will help keep my truck warm when it's super cold and the wind chill is just ridiculous. So we're gonna open this up. I think she's ready to go north. Let's see what we can find. Not only is there a very good chance we're coming into a blow up in Prudhoe Bay, but we've had mixed reviews of the road report itself to get there. So take it 1 mile at a time. Of course, we have 500 to go, but we'll make it eventually. It is snow-covered highway here on the Elliott up to the Dalton Highway. There's about 73 miles of Elliott, and it is completely snow-covered pavement right now. So today is the day for lockers. I haven't had any traction issues whatsoever, so it should be pretty good. It's pretty warm right now, 34 degrees with snow usually means slick. Just take extra caution. I don't want to be finding myself in any precarious scenarios, you know? When you're driving out here in the snow, it's really a good practice to get your lights on different circuits and different switches, because the ones that are up higher are harder to see through sometimes. The ones that are lower, you can see under the snow and it goes further. sometimes it is a lot harder to see through the ground below if there's snow on the ground and it's just blowing across the road. Times like that, shut those lower ones off and then you've got your high beams above it. It works out. Well, that was a long day of driving. We're here at, my trainer and I, we made it to Sag River, which is about 2 hours south of Prudhoe Bay. We're just gonna stay here tonight because the weather is so bad. This trip thus far, it's been pretty exhausting. I mean, when you're white knuckling it up every hill, your palms get sweaty, just gets, you know, high stress on your body, physically and emotionally. It really wears you out, you know? So I'm gonna enjoy my rest tonight. Go and hit it hard tomorrow morning. Good morning. I'm here at the Sag River camp. I'm gonna go use the facilities. It's better to do it inside so I can wash my hands rather than on the side of the road. How cool is that? This is what maintains our road.
After a few hours on the road, I encountered an unexpected obstacle. A truck, lost in last night's blow, had veered off the road. Thankfully, the driver was safe. But ahead, a pickup truck lay buried in the snow, a victim of the same chaos. Luckily, however, the Dalton spirit of solidarity shone through. Another truck came to the rescue, pulling the stranded pickup from the snow's grip. I jumped in, lending a hand and a much-needed jump start.
Heading up to Prudhoe after getting that truck jump started. It doesn't look bad, but man, it's pushing me onto the left there. Yeah, that did look almost like that perfect sloped spot too. Gosh, she was probably in the middle of a blow. Wait a second, that's the wrong type of delineator on my right. Oh.
Yep. If it wasn't for delineators, you'd be driving like a blind man.
Delineators. We love them when we need them. They are super, super important. My trainer and I have made it to Prudhoe Bay. Even though I know the road, I've only ever done flatbed and bulkers. So this tanker hauling is a lot different for me. So it's really nice to learn the differences in the equipment, especially on some of these hills, the poles, how they feel in the wind. It's much, much different than what I'm used to. But made it up through that blow. I'm glad we stayed down at the river last night because it's died down quite a bit from what we hear. And seeing some of these northbound trucks that didn't make it up, completely covered in snow. So they got wind blown like nothing else. Just a little bit of fuel to get me back. I don't want to run out. I'm gonna back up the front. My weather guard. Holy mackerel, it's windy. Oh, yeah. as fog, and my lights aren't working. But I think I know why. And then we got this. Not a huge fan of that method. I tapped them, I broke the ice free. How do you guys take the ice after ice rain? Let me know what you guys think. Well, we made it all the way back. It's time to go wipe our lights, our placards, and make sure we're all free and clear to go through town. Thanks for coming with me. Our weather front did its job. Grateful to have it. What an adventure, right? Follow my channel, like and subscribe, and you'll see more of adventures like this.